I'm just gonna break the hands of 3 drunk kids.
There's 4 of us.
One of you's gotta drive to the hospital. I started reading the books when I got into the mix, and it started to, to seem like I had a good shot. And I fell in love. I mean, I instantly understood it after Killing Floor. I read Die Trying next, and I was like, I can't, this is the greatest. If I'm not a part of this, I'm gonna be very upset. Of course, the physicality. I mean, I think we're both about the same size, and that gives you a certain kind of confidence when you walk around, and I think we share in that. But he's a bit of a smartass, and I have been known to say offensive things that I regret. I've got foot and mouth disease, and so I might be a wise ass, but I care and I feel bad when I am, and he doesn't, and that's a lot of fun too. So his brutal honesty is a lot of fun. It's one of the ways I think we're dissimilar.
Don't break the law, and promise me you won't end up in another holding cell.
No, I've played a superhero before. I played Hawk and Aquaman, but I didn't have to do anything special for those parts. Just however I looked at the time worked. Most of the time, I try and stay available to whatever opportunities might come, and I don't know what those are going to look like. So I try to look as average as possible. So I do a lot of running, and I don't touch weights, and I walk around at like 205, and maybe I can play like a dad or a doctor or whatever, and then this role finds me, and I feel like for the first time I get to like open up and like walk around at my comfortable weight, and nobody can tell me no. So I put on 30 pounds for the role, and I feel really good at this is my natural size, and it just feels nice to be able to be me. I have been surprised. Just this is one of those rare projects that has such an awareness built in that the show isn't even out yet, and people are already approaching me on the street, random, stopping me on the street. Reacher, I can't believe you're Reacher, So it's just, it's cool to be a part of, a fan base that, just cares as much as they do. Yeah, usually I've been doing that kind of work a long time, and it's, on my last show, for instance, like they're like, well, they scheduled you like 3 hours for stunt training, and I'm like, either I'll pick it up on the day, or like I'll be there for 5 minutes, and I like a savant like memory when it comes to those kind of fights. I'd be in and out in like seconds. I'm like, guys, I've done this my whole career. I got it. And I showed up to see the fight design for Reacher for the first prison fight. That was the first one that was introduced to me, and I had a little holy moment, because I was like, I don't think I can fight like that, and there's not enough time before we go to picture, and we had like 2 months. And I was like, I don't know how we learned this in 2 months. That was insane. But they were patient with me, and we took it. We picked it apart, and built it from the ground up. And I think the fights look awesome. I would say, if I drew inspiration from anybody, I would say it's my dad. We grew up in the military. He's a military vet, and the presence and power, that the discipline that the military demanded of him, just it's in his body. He doesn't try to lead, he just is a leader. He doesn't try to be formal, he just carries himself in a confident, reassuring way. He shakes your hand like a man. He's got a firm grip, and he means what he means every move he makes. Everything's done with purpose. I mean, it's just, the military does that to you, and it's cool to bear witness to that. I brought a lot of that into Reacher. So I think he inspired it more than he probably knows. I love Tom Cruise. I revere him. I've seen every other one of all his other movies. He's an icon, a living legend. I'm just an enormous fan of his passion and the power that he brings to the screen when he works. It's just, there's nobody like him. But this was one where I just respect him. So I want to be like him. Like I would take on some of his mannerisms, and I just did whatever he's doing. I wanted to leave that for him, and I wanted to take a stab at making Reacher my own, and that's out of respect for the fans that love the books and want to see an authentic Reacher, and this is my shot.